So, Christmas comes, or it was getting close, and Joe said to me, he goes, "It's looking like the gift I got for you isn't showing up. It keeps saying it's going to be, it said it was going to be here before Christmas, now it says 27th. 27th said the 30th, and it's still nowhere to be seen." So, he's like, reports that his package still hasn't been delivered, da-da-da-da. So he said, "Okay, I ordered you something else." He showed me what he originally ordered me, which was a very nice Hocus Pocus throw blanket. It's like he knows me and knows I get cold, but whatever. So it's really cute and everything like that. And it's sad that it didn't show up, but I am extremely happy to see what he decided to order me instead. Because this is something I was going to get for myself later this year, as soon as I could afford it. But now I don't have to, and it's going to make life so much easier, and I wish this would have got here about a half hour ago. This baby. So this sucker is very heavy duty, very heavy, and it's basically, as far as I know, a miniature version to what the hospitals use. I'm going to assume these are the bags. Yes. So basically you put the meds into a bag, you put it under in the slot, and then you crush it. So it comes with 100 bags. That should last me a while. And then I just have to get replacement bags. They are on Amazon. They're fairly cheap. It's like $20 for 1,000 bags. So I don't have any medication for me to crush right now. So I can't really test it out. Right there. Okay, so I thought the meds went. I thought the meds went in that slot, but I see that's going to be storage for the bags. Maybe not. Maybe it's nothing. Whatever. But apparently, what you do is you load it. You put the bag of pills back there, and then you pull down. We'll definitely be testing this sucker out for a morning. I was trying to think, but I don't crush my Gravol. Well, I probably could with this thing. But definitely tomorrow morning we'll be testing it out. So I am extremely happy that this showed up. Wish it would have showed up a little bit sooner. But that's okay. I'm very happy with this as a Christmas gift. I know that if you don't have to worry about anything that I do, like crushing meds and all that shit, that to you, this might not make sense as to why I'm happy over it. It's no different than those who didn't understand why I was so happy over getting an insulin pump, or I was so happy when I was able to get myself a new feed pump because mine was messing up. It's not that I like that I have these devices. It's not that I'm happy I have these devices. It's solely that I'm happy I finally have something that I needed, right? So it's similar to my diagnoses of gastroparesis and everything else I've got going on. Am I happy I have these diagnoses? Even though when I finally was diagnosed with gastroparesis, I did go, finally. No, I'm not happy that I have it. I'm happy we finally have a condition to put with the symptoms. I'm happy that, because without having that actual diagnosis, things like the G-POM surgery would have been off the table. There would have been zero way I could be approved for it because there was no proof that I had gastroparesis. But even my GI said, yeah, you've got all of the symptoms, Food, you end up throwing up when you eat food or drinking and stuff like that. Not all the time, but not everybody with gastroparesis does throw up all the time. And I don't have severe gastroparesis. Thank goodness for that. My gastroparesis is mild to moderate. And at least that was at the time of the testing. And I'm going to assume it's still in that area because I can still eat. But it's a matter of I eat and I'm queasy, I'm sick. So I haven't eaten since, what time did I have dinner last night? 8:30. And I didn't go to bed till midnight 1. Right, so plenty of time for food to digest it and everything like that. I wake up this morning and I can still feel it feels like I have a lump in my throat. My stomach still feels very full, and I'm not feeling good. Which tells me my food is not digesting properly at all again. Which is why I decided to use my feeding tube. Now, yesterday I did attempt to do feeds in the morning and then eat at night, thinking, okay, we'll give my stomach a break in the morning, and hopefully by afternoon will be fine. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that at all. And so now today, there is going to be no meals. I'm not going to be eating, it's like sitting down having lunch or dinner or nothing like that. I'm just going to use my tube. I probably also won't have any actual snacks today. If I do have a snack, it's probably just going to be chicken broth, low calorie, liquid, and it's kind of soothing to the stomach. So that would be all I will snack on or even eat today would be chicken broth. And that's because my stomach can handle that usually. Because liquids tend to be okay. I choke on liquids more than I get sick from liquids. Again, other than the cyclic vomiting syndrome and the delay in swallowing, I don't know why I choke on liquids, but it happens. Not often, but often enough. At least once a week. And again, it's sometimes it is just like swallowing down the wrong hole, which everybody and their brother does. But other times it literally just feels like my throat closes. And I know my throat's not closing. Like, I literally had testing done. Like, no, my throat isn't closing. We don't know what's causing that sensation. But it literally just feels like my throat closes. And so anything that's in my mouth, all of a sudden I choke because I can't actually swallow. So, and it's been that way my entire life. I can remember that happening. So, who knows? Honestly. But that's why I'm happy I have that crusher, because it's something that's going to make my life easier. Instead of sitting here fighting, trying to crush my multivitamin, instead of, like, if I'm not going to mix my Gravol with the magnesium, and I could just put it in a syringe itself and it would dissolve, but before I did the dissolving thing, like, I wouldn't have to fight to crush it, right? So any of my medications that are really difficult to crush, they won't be difficult no more, I'm hoping. From what I can understand of this. I know a lot of people that have this, and they swear by it. So, I had a toss-up between that and another electric grinder. This one was much smaller, so I'd be able to actually use it. The one I have right now, I have one electric pill crusher right now. The thing is, it's like yay big. Like, I literally have to use 2 hands around it. Which means I have no way to take and pour the contents of it into a syringe. I guess I could pour it into another container of some sort, but, like, again, it would have to be a pretty decent sized container so I didn't just spill it everywhere, because it has such a wide opening. They give you a brush because you're expected to be able to hold it with one hand and brush it out with the other. It's just like, I can't even hold this with one hand. Like, my hands are just too small. And I feel like anybody with smaller hands would have that issue. Even Joe has a little bit of an issue with it, not as much as me, because his fingers are about a knuckle longer than mine. But he's also got chubbier hands than me. He's got man hands, right? So he's got a bit of, and he works with his hands, so he's got more grip. So he can manage to do it. But, like, I've had it since fucking forever. And, yeah. And the other thing that's shitty about it is it has to be plugged in, and the cord's about yay big. Darling, that's not even going to reach where my phone is from where the plugs are behind my phone. Because that's such a short line. Let alone trying to plug it in anywhere else. So, that one was definitely an If anybody wants to know what one that is, I can show you a picture of it. I believe it's still up on Amazon. It looks like they have redesigned it from what I've seen recently, where it's taller and slimmer. So, I don't know if the exact one I had is on there or not. But, yeah, definitely this one is going to be much better. So, I'm very happy and grateful for that gift. And, yeah, I hope everybody has a really good day. I'm going to go, today is our tidy up day, so we do a big-ass tidy of the house. Every day we're doing tiny, tiny bits to keep up with it, and then every weekend we're going to do a big-ass cleanup. And if anybody's concerned about the stuff behind me, well, the stove's no longer functional, so And what I mean by that is we've just unplugged the stove because we don't use it. And so rather than being concerned about what's on the stove because, in case something gets knocked or something like that, like's been mentioned before, don't have to worry about that now. Because it's just extra storage because we don't use it. Like I said, he used it at Christmas time. So we made sure it was all cleared off and everything like that on Christmas. And it was plugged in for then. But other than that, we don't use it. So it works for storage. Anyways, have a good day, everybody.